Hey guys, welcome to the unboxing of my PlayStation 5. I'm super excited because I've been waiting a long time for this baby to come in. It was hard effort to get it. I had to go through lots of online orders and missing them just by a scale of like 30 seconds. So we're going to unbox it together. I am super excited because this is the first time I've gotten a console in a very long time. I skipped the PlayStation 3 and the 4 as well. So this is a huge jump from PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 5. I got the disc version and I can't wait to open it. So let's see what's inside. So I got this one from BigW, and they shipped it over, and it came in today, and I was super excited about coming home to open it up. I couldn't stop thinking about it at work. With new things, I'm just always so cautious about damaging the box. Alright, so this is the PlayStation 5 disc edition. It's a pretty box. It's quite big actually, and it's not too heavy, but it is feels like there's a lot of stuff in there, so let's have a look. Oh, you can smell that freshness. Every time you open something new, there's always that smell of new equipment. You know, when you open laptops and anything electronic, I think geeks would probably be more understanding about what I'm talking about, but there's just so much excitement when you open something new. So there's a controller, comes with a power cable. Here we've got the instructions and the manual. Always really important to read them, but let's be honest, who actually reads them? I do sometimes, because you know, when you're spending so much money on a console, this is $749, you don't really want to you don't want to damage anything, so you should read the instructions. Well, my wife always tells me that, but I'm in a rush to get things. I think this is the actual stand part, which is used to mount so your PlayStation can stand upwards vertically or sideways horizontally if you wish. This is another cable, looks like a USB-C type thing, which we'll find out in a moment what it's for. Lots of cables, look. There's another one here, HDMI cable. Cool. Alright, what else have we got? Oh, this is it. This is the actual console itself. Oh, look at that. And I will put this box away. I always like to keep the box in case warranty claims, or if you decide for whatever reason to resell it down the track. A box is always handy because you can package it, you know, the way it looks and make it look pretty again. Alright. Tragedy if you dropped it or something and broke it. It's a pretty heavy console. I'd say it's probably, I don't know, I'm not great at estimating, but I'd probably say about maybe 3 kilograms, 4 kilos even maybe. Oh, alright. Moment of truth. Take a look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. It's got a nice, beautiful matte finish, and it's quite a sturdy and stylish design. Actually, I really like it. It's better in the flesh than it actually is when you see pictures. All right, and there's this beautiful embezzlement inside, which I'll do a closer look in just a moment. next we're gonna open up the controller. Well, it's already open. It doesn't come sealed, so there you go. Look at this, the new PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. How beautiful is that? Feels good. Feels like a little bit different from. I'm so used to playing PlayStation 1 and 2, and I did borrow my friend's PlayStation 4. It doesn't feel different. I've always loved the feeling of a PlayStation controller. But I'm excited to see this in action, and I've heard so much about it, and how it just really changes your experience of gameplay. So I'm excited to get into it and have a look. That's what the USB cable's for. So there's a USB-C port, and with anything new, we're going to have to probably charge it. So, that's all right. We're going to be setting it up anyway, the PlayStation, very soon. So why don't we do that now? All right, so next we're going to set up the stand. It comes in this little package in here. And, I heard it's pretty tricky to set up, so I think we'll go through it together. There it is. So it allows you to stand up the PlayStation in a vertical fashion, or also horizontal as well. Let's have a look. This is why instructions are always important to read. But thankfully I'll help you set it up quickly, because I'm kind of going to browse through it fast so you can just copy. So there you'll see vertical position on the left, on the first page actually, and the second page is the horizontal setup if you're interested. But I like to set up vertically for the setup that I have and where I plan to put it. So yeah, on the back here, we'll push, there's a little lever part here that you can, actually, doesn't look like it, but you can turn this thing, there we go. There's a little screw here, which we will take out, and come on, it doesn't come out. There we go. Alright, this little pin thing here. Looks like we need a Phillips head screwdriver. So I'm always prepared for these things, because, every time they always want you to use a screwdriver of some sort. So it's a Phillips head screwdriver. Now on the base of the PlayStation, we're just going to flip this on its back, like so. And this front really, that I can access the back part of it. Just on the top here, there is a little part here that they say you can just actually pop out. So let's see. Yeah, if you dig your fingernail in there, you can just pop that out, right, like so. Alright. And this little thing, I think we're just going to position it like so. On there. And a little screw is going to go in here. And then the screwdriver. You can probably use a coin as well, but I think a screwdriver is probably better, because depending on your coins, some of them are thicker than others, and it might not actually fit the size you're looking for. Alright, that feels pretty secure. I don't really care, I just want to get this up and running because I'm excited to give this thing a whirl. Alright, there we are. So it's going to stand up like so. Alright, all rather self-explanatory. We've got the power cable, which obviously is going to go into the back of the PlayStation 5. Alright, so we're going to get there soon, I reckon, one day, where we just have everything's cable-less. So, it's pretty amazing if you can transmit power without cables. But hey, we're so close, and I know there's, we've got wireless chargers already, so we're not far from it. But hey, there's not a lot of cables really. We've got HDMI here, but what I'm just going to do is use my old HDMI cable. And that's pretty much it, because we've got the front part. When the PlayStation, when I turn it around, we're going to plug the USB-C cable into the controller. Cool, everything's set up and ready to go now. I ended up using the HDMI cable that they gave me, just in case it affects quality. I know that PS5 is capable of going up to 8K resolution. My TV obviously can't handle that just yet, but who knows, I thought I'd just use the cable instead anyway. Okay, now is the moment of truth, what we've been waiting for this whole time, to turn on the PlayStation. There's a button on the bottom left here, and we've got the lights on, ready to go. Let's have a look. Oh, need to change the source. We are in. That's a pretty cool startup. It looks very similar to the PlayStation 2 actually. That kind of same feeling. I guess it's cool because I have skipped the 3 and 4, so maybe they were the same, but I don't know. So the cool thing is it actually connects to 5G, which of course it's better to do a LAN connection, but I just can't do that because I don't have the LAN cables too far from my modem. Alright, what's this? Oh, okay. Adjust display area. We are going to put in our first PlayStation 5 game, Spider-Man. And during the setup process, you'll be given a choice to transfer your PlayStation 4 games over to your PlayStation 5. All you'll need is a LAN cable, which plugs into the back of both consoles. And while it's transferring, which does take a bit of time, you can just do other things in the background and still use the PlayStation 5 while it's doing that. It's worth noting that the PlayStation 4 games are stored on generally an external hard drive, which you can plug into the console. But the PlayStation 5 games can only be stored on M2 SSDs. Now, those are being released later in the year. Sony will announce that later about which ones are compatible with the console, and you can just install that and into the hardware and actually just transfer or install PlayStation 5 games. So far, I'm really enjoying this console. I think it's fantastic and I'm glad I spent every penny on it. It was very hard to get, so I do hope that if you are after one that you're able to get your hands on one. Stock is quite limited at the moment globally from my understanding. Hopefully Sony can release more later in the year. But the UI is smooth, as you can see. Visually it's stunning. There are no PlayStation 5 themes yet that you can use, like the PlayStation 4. But hopefully Sony will be able to change that down the track, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. If you'd like to see more or some gameplay, please subscribe to my content. I do really love horror games, and I'm really looking forward to Resident Evil 8 that's being released later in the year. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, watch some Spider-Man on my channel. I'm going to be playing that in the next few days and looking to really get into the nuts and bolts of it. So enjoy, and see you soon.